and how to handle them, how to communicate with your partners in these situations. So first of all, a play is not a rundown until it's really a rundown. What do I mean by that? Is like if we have a throw, a runner being chased by a player, okay, so the player is running, a run the runner down heading towards a base. That's not a rundown yet. Okay, that is simply just somebody making a play on a runner, okay? We have that additional throw. Now the player is starting to go back the other direction, and we have other, defensive players kind of getting in their positions. Okay, now we have a rundown. Now we have a potential situation where we need to think about how can we share these responsibilities if we're able. In a perfect world, we want to box them in. What do we mean by we want to have an umpire at the base they're going to, and we want to have an umpire at the base that they're going from. So we have somebody on either end. In 3 and 4 man mechanics, that's easier to do because there's more umpires on the field. However, in 2 man, that can sometimes be really challenging, especially if there's multiple runners on the base path. So like if we have a runner at third base and then the runner at first base gets caught in a rundown between first and second, the plate umpire is not going to be able to help out at all because the runner at third might do something to where there becomes a play at the plate. And so in that situation, the base umpire just has to stay in the working area and do the best that they can. But when the situation allows, we want to box them in, meaning that we have an umpire ahead of them and an umpire behind them. And that's going to give us help on those things. Um, Additionally, we want to then move closer into our position. So as a plate umpire, if you're coming up, this would be like whether you're going up to third base line to help out with a rundown between, second and third, or maybe plate umpire heading up to the first base line to help with a rundown between first and second. You want to move in close to that position and be moving quickly because these plays oftentimes develop quickly and end quickly. So if we're going to get in and help, we need to move into position very quickly. Once you are in position, you need to communicate with your partner. I've got this half. You need to also say this and communicate this when the play is going away. So this is from the perspective of a plate umpire. So let's say the rundowns between first and second base. Plate umpire is running up as he is close to the play that he can begin to step in and help out. Wait for the play to go towards second base, and then he's going to come in and let his partner know, hey, I've got this half or I've got this in, depending on, whatever phrase that you want to say. But you need to communicate to your partner that is that you're actually in permission or position. Okay. And then lastly, if tags are in the middle of between the both bases or in the middle of two umpires, wherever you are, we need to make sure that we know who's actually going to call it. So for me, if I'm calling, I'm going to tap my chest very loudly and say, I've got it, it's mine, got a tag, he's out, some cadence like that. That's how I'm going to do it. If I feel like I don't have a good look at it, but I may or may not have a tag, and if it's a tweener, I'm going to see the elements of the play, and then I'm going to look and make eye contact with my partner. Hopefully that eye contact with that partner is going to give him a signal that, hey, maybe I think it's his call. Okay. And hopefully they, might have an option to claim it and be like, yeah, you're right. I've got it. And we're going to call the out or safe or whichever it is. But if you make eye contact and neither one of you makes a call, someone has to step up and make a call. We can't just let some things happen and not have a call on the field.
Hey, Caleb, typically our default is the primary is whoever he's coming toward.
Yep, that's
So he gets first dibs. Now he may be blocked out, whatever, but usually I give him first if I got first and you're at second or whatever, if it's going towards you, I'm going to let you have first dibs at it. And then if you have a deer in the headlights look and I see a tag, then I may come in and say, hey, I got a tag. He's out, but I'm going to give you first shot at it if he's coming towards you.
Yep, absolutely. So we have a couple plays that we're going to take a look at that are rundown plays. Let me switch over my settings again, so hopefully things are smooth playback for you. So here we go. We have a runner at first base, and we're going to have a rundown.
Well, he's out.
Now, A couple of things on this one. The runner slid past the base and got tagged. It was very obvious the runner was out. That's why I did not make a big deal of my out call and stuff. But let's look at the mechanics of the umpire. So, pitch comes through. Runner goes, oh, sorry. Pitch comes through. Runner goes and he gets caught in. The first baseman is catching the ball. We do not have a rundown yet. This is simply just a play. This is a play. I would not consider this a rundown just yet. Now we have a rundown. Notice our plate umpire is moving up quickly, but the play is going towards first base. So the plate umpire is not going to say, I've got this half or I've got this end. As the base umpire, I know that this is still my play. I see him in my peripheral vision, and I know that he's coming up should the play turn around and go the other direction. So I'm expecting him on the next play if there is one, but there's not.
He's out.
This is also why I don't ever say it's mine or like, hey, I've got it, I've got it, I've got it, because the plate umpire has not inserted himself into this. Now he's close, yes. He potentially could have a really good angle at that call, yes. But because he has not inserted himself into the play, he needs to stay out of it. Do not say anything other than the smile that he gives me and says, wow, you got an easy one. Yes, I did get an easy one. One thing I do want to point out on this one, when you have rundowns, you typically could have obstruction. And this is one thing that I'm looking for. Look at the first baseman as he's going. Watch the runners. The runner kind of starts to deviate his path a little bit, but both of those feet are still within the baseline. And the first baseman is actually on the backside of the base path. So in my opinion, as I'm watching this happen, the runner did not have to avoid the fielder in order to go to the base. He just chose to avoid the fielder because he thought the fielder was going to catch it and swipe tag. So the camera angle on this looks really bad, like, wow, we should have had obstruction there. And I mean, yes, it is something that we did talk about and think about, but the fact is the runner did not have to. There is still a clear lane to first base. I don't know if you can see my mouse cursor or not, but there is still a clear path to first base without him deviating his path. So it is just unfortunate that his awkward slide into first base did result in him over sliding the base. So I want to play this one from this point one more time, and so we can see that as he's going back into first base.
He's out.
And one last thing about this, it's really important to have good timing on plays like this because, yes, he was safe. He did touch the base before getting tagged, 100%. If your timing is really fast, you're going to call safe this, and then he's going to be tagged as he's off the base, and you're going to go safe. Oh, wait, no, he's out. So slow down, see the play develop, see everything in front of you, and then make the call. Here's another rundown play, a different camera angle as well on this one. Runners at first base, and let's see what happens.
Go. I got it, Jacob. I got it, Jacob. I got it. He's out.
A very similar play to the last one, but I did decide to vocalize my claiming of the play at first base. So plate umpire sees this, he starts hustling. Great hustle, plate umpire. Again, it's not a rundown, it's until it's a rundown. So here we just have a play on a runner. Okay, now we're going the other direction. Now we have probably a rundown.
I got it.
I did not pick up the plate umpire until I saw all of the elements at first base happening. And so for me, because I didn't see him coming and because I wasn't able to read his body language, kind of like in the previous play, I wasn't sure if he had told me, Caleb, I have this half or not. And I also saw he was really close to first base when this happened. If you look, I mean, the camera cuts out, but I mean, he's in a really great position to possibly see this and make this call. And, I mean, quite honestly, he might even have a better angle than I did, just because of the way that he is on the backside of the base. But to my knowledge, again, as a calling umpire in this one, I did not know if he had officially inserted it, it would have been really quick. And so that's why I just assertively and say, I've got it, I've got it, I've got it. And he calls and call him out. Communicate on plays like this. Let's watch this one more time.
Go. I got it, Jacob. I got it, Jacob. I got it. He's out.
And one more rundown play. This one is R2 only. And so the rundown is going to be between second and third, and we're going to be able to see what happens on this one.
Oh, shit. Hey, I'm on this side.
Look.
Got to tag. Easy, 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 easy. Got to tag. Yeah. I know.
So on this one, the rundown actually developed a little bit longer than the other, which allowed the plate umpire to come in. Our plate umpire saw the play going away from him and properly says, I've got this in, let us know. And we now have the runner boxed in. So whenever I say runner boxed in, this is the look that we want in a perfect scenario. We have an umpire at the base that they're going to and an umpire at a base that they're coming from. So this is a great way that we've boxed in this runner. There's nothing going to be able to happen with this play that we will not be able to see and take care of. I do want to point out, just watch the, by the way, lefty catcher, pretty cool. We don't have many of those. Watch how quick the plate umpire moves once he realizes what's going on.
Oh, shit. Hey, I'm on this side.
There's no hesitation as well. And, you know, he gets to this point and sees the runner turn away, and he doesn't slow down. He just keeps his momentum going and knows, hey, this is the time for me to insert myself into this rundown. Look, the runner is running away. The plate umpire is able to come in. This is too early. As he's right here, the plate umpire has no business inserting himself into this play as it's going into third base right now. He is too far away, not in a good angle, and the base umpire is still on it. But instead, wait until the play goes away and then insert yourself in the rundown like that. I want you to watch him one more time from this position.
Oh, shit. Hey, I'm on this side. Got to tag. Easy, easy.
One other thing about this one is the tag seemed rough in the moment, but we had a runner that was off balance. But I think presence and proximity can help this situation. Notice I immediately I got a tag, and then I start in, and I'm like in, damage control mode. Listen to how I handle this.
Got to tag. Easy, 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 easy. Got to tag. Yeah. I know. That's what I know. You're good.
So he's trying to say, oh, I didn't mean to. And of course, I'm like, yeah, you're fine. You're not a big deal. But let's say that, worst case scenario, we have this hard tag. I am immediately closing into this situation. Look, let's say the runner pops up and decides to turn around and face the defensive player and make, a bigger situation than what it is. Well, I'm already engaged in this, trying to diffuse the situation. So I would be able to step in a little bit quicker and help diffuse the situation. Should he be able, should he pop up and take offense to, whatever was going on in that play. So be mindful that, hey, if a tag takes a player to the ground, it can be legal. It doesn't necessarily have to be illegal or malicious. But this is an opportunity for you to kind of be in and play peacemaker, know that everybody sees you as being a part of the play and knows that you're able to handle the thing. So watch it one more time from here. Actually, I like it from here.
Got to tag. Easy, 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 easy. Got to tag. Yeah. I know. That's what I know. You're good.